6:52 a.m. Monday. 23rd floor, Midtown. The Bloomberg terminal hums the way it has hummed for 9 years. To my left, an empty desk. Nobody has sat at it in 83 days. The desk belonged to Ren. Stanford, MBA, 5 years in, decent pattern recognition on consumer names. I let her go on a Tuesday in January. Walked her to the elevator. The desk has been empty since. I run a long-short equity fund. $2.1 billion under management. Consumer and industrials. Me, 3 PMs, and Claude. 280 base. 400 bonus target. Plus carry. 740,000 all in. A Claude enterprise license plus tooling runs, 48,000 a year. That was the math that ended Ren's job. I don't tell anyone I fired her. I tell them the team was restructured. They are the same sentence. They are not the same sentence at all. 6:55 a.m. Coffee. Then the terminal. 3 Claude windows. In parallel. Window 1. Read every Q1 2026 earnings transcript from every company in North American consumer discretionary above $2 billion. Summarize structurally. Flag any company where tone on pricing, power, inventory, or consumer health materially shifted from Q4 2025. Window 2. A custom news feed agent. Every deal announcement, insider filing, 13D in my coverage universe overnight, talks to a second agent that ranks by materiality and drafts my 430 note. Window 3, channel check, and credit card panel pulls across 23 names. Delta versus prior month. Hit send on all 3. Pour the second coffee. In 2021, window 1 alone was 6 weeks of reading. Ren lasted 4 months on it. 42 minutes later, 47 transcripts scanned. Ranked list. Top. A mid-cap specialty retailer. Call it Company X. Never held the name. Never looked at it in 5 years. 7:41 a.m. Claude flags it. Q4 2025. Management used robust 9 times on consumer demand. Q1 2026, 0. Resilient appears 6 times and 6 times, but shifted from describing revenue to describing our team. 7 forward guidance answers in Q4, 2 in Q1. 5 deflected. Shift is obvious back to back. Flip the chart. Up 14.3% year to date. 9 buys. 3 holds. No sells. I feel something I haven't felt in 6 months. The setup. Street bullish. Management quietly not. 9:15 a.m. I dig in. Second prompt. Context is a potential short on Company X. Based on the channel check data, credit card panel, and insider filings in the folder, what's your initial view? Everything lines up. Credit card panel traffic down 4.2% year over year in March. Foot traffic down 6%. Insider selling accelerated in February. Short interest under 4%. Not crowded. I walk a PM through the setup. His name is Henrik. 12 years on my desk. Gets quiet when he agrees. He's quiet. 2% starter, short. Size in through the afternoon. By 3 p.m., 93 basis points on. Idea that used to take 3 weeks and 2 analysts done in under 9 hours. 11:43 p.m. I can't sleep. I pull up the transcript analysis on my phone. Read it a second time. Slower. Something bothers me. I flip to the Q1 transcript. Prepared remarks. CEO uses a line. We are leaning into the strength of our core consumer cohort through investment in customer acquisition. Claude flagged it as negative tonal. Classic hedging. Cohort weakening, spending to paper over it, normally. But I've covered this CEO for 11 years. Every call since 2014. His name is David. Sits slightly too close to the camera. Uses that exact construction as his bullish signal. Q2 2019. Before the stock went up 70%. Q4 2022. Before it went up 41%. His tell. Claude read it as hedging because 98% of CEOs use it that way. This one signals conviction he doesn't want the street to copy. I can't parse call sentiment for a specific CEO across 8 quarters, not in the abstract. I've seen someone on a forum push Claude past exactly this. I push. Reread the Q1 transcript. Hypothesis. This CEO uses leaning into plus investment in as a bullish signal. Here are his 2019 and 2022 transcripts. Rescore the tone. Compare phrasing to his peer set. Claude rescores. Shifts Company X from short to neutral. Neutral isn't a position. Neutral is Claude hedging its hedge. I already know the answer from 11 years across the table from this guy. Kill the short. Cover at a 4 BPS loss. Tuesday, 7:20 a.m. Third prompt. Brainstorm with me. Criticize my original short thesis. Argue the bull case. Propose what's better with reasoning. 10 counter arguments. 4 are sharp. 1 lines up with the CFO's gross margin phrasing. Operating leverage. The sell side is missing. The deflected Q and A isn't panic. It's a legal hold tied to an undisclosed M&A process. I don't know the M&A is true, but the tell is there. Flip the position, long 1.2%. 6 weeks later, stock up 22% on rumored strategic interest. Up 217 basis points on a position Claude told me to short. Here's what I want you to sit with. The edge of a PM in 2026 is not information. Every human with a Bloomberg terminal has the same information. Every human with Claude has the same analytical speed. The edge is pattern recognition on other humans. Knowing when a CEO is lying. Knowing when a CFO is telegraphing. Knowing the 34 seconds of a call where the tone changes and the words don't. Claude read 47 transcripts in 42 minutes, more textual pattern recognition than any analyst I've hired, and it was confidently, expensively wrong on the one detail that mattered, because Claude has never been lied to by a CEO. I have. The industry didn't cut 30% of analysts. It hired 28% fewer next cycle. The chairs get filled by Claude seats on a $48,000 line item. The one human left is paid for what Claude can't do. Read a room, catch a lie, know when a CFO has stopped making eye contact with the call moderator. 9:08 p.m. Tuesday. I close the laptop. Write in my journal. I keep a journal of every time Claude gets the signal directionally right and the tone wrong. 31 entries in 3 months. Every entry is a data point on where my edge still exists. The day I can't tell the difference between David hedging and David signaling, that's the day my fund gets replaced by an API. Until then, I'm paid to know the difference. I open the terminal on my phone. 2 overnight agents. 1 pulling every 13F update from the 5 p.m. filing window. 1 drafting tomorrow's meeting note. Phone face down. At a fund 3 blocks east, a portfolio manager is staring at a spreadsheet tonight. Base, bonus, carry, enterprise license. He's running the same math I ran on Ren in December. He'll have the same conversation in his conference room on a Tuesday in February. His junior's name is Amir. Amir doesn't know yet. The Bloomberg terminal still hums. The desk next to mine is still empty. Claude is my analyst. Claude reads everything. I'm the one who reads the humans. The work is working while I'm not.